Coke or Pepsi? It's one of the most iconic rivalries in history, debated for generations across taste buds, cultures, and continents. In this video, we're diving deep into the ultimate taste comparison between these two soda giants. From flavor profiles and ingredients to neuroscience and global dominance, let's uncover the truth behind the cola wars. Let's start with what matters most: taste. Pepsi delivers a sweeter, more vibrant first impression. Thanks to its citric acid base and citrusy burst, it hits your palate quickly with a bold, sugary punch. Coca-Cola, on the other hand, uses phosphoric acid, giving it a sharper, more complex flavor with subtle raisiny and vanilla undertones. While Pepsi feels exciting at first sip, Coke offers a smoother, more balanced experience over time. At its core, this difference comes down to chemistry, acid types, and sweetener composition shape everything you taste. Here's where things get interesting. The Pepsi Pure. In blind sip tests, Pepsi often wins. Why? That sweeter, citrusy burst creates instant excitement. But when people drink an entire can, the story changes. Coke tends to come out on top. Its balanced acidity prevents the sweetness from becoming overwhelming. As one former Pepsi executive explained, what tastes great in a sip doesn't always hold up over time. So the first sip might lie, but the full experience tells the truth. Now, let's break down what's inside each drink. Pepsi contains slightly more sugar, 41 grams per 12 ounces, compared to Coke's 39 grams, making it noticeably sweeter. It also has more caffeine, giving it a stronger initial kick. Coke, however, contains more sodium, which subtly enhances its flavor balance. Another key difference: Pepsi uses both high fructose corn syrup and sugar, while Coke sticks to high fructose corn syrup in the US. And Pepsi's citric acid, absent in Coke, adds that signature citrus tang. These small differences create two completely distinct flavor experiences. Taste isn't universal. It changes depending on where you are in the world. Take Mexican Coca-Cola, for example. It's made with cane sugar instead of corn syrup, giving it a smoother, more natural sweetness that fans love globally. In the UK, Pepsi uses artificial sweeteners like sucralose, resulting in a lighter, lower sugar drink with a different finish. And in the US, there's even a real sugar Pepsi variant that skips corn syrup entirely. The takeaway: there's no single recipe that defines these brands. Taste is shaped by region, ingredients, and culture. In 1975, Pepsi shook the world with the Pepsi Challenge Blind Taste Test, where consumers consistently chose Pepsi over Coke. This shocked Coca-Cola and pushed them to respond. In 1985, they launched New Coke, a sweeter formula designed to compete directly with Pepsi. But the reaction? Disaster. Consumers rejected it, not because of taste, but because of emotional attachment to the original. Thousands demanded the return of classic Coke, and just like that, brand loyalty proved stronger than flavor. So why do people still choose Coke, even when they prefer Pepsi in blind tests? The answer lies in the brain. Studies show that when people don't know the brand, their brain's reward center responds more to Pepsi favoring its taste. But when they see the Coca-Cola label, a different part of the brain activates, the one tied to memory and emotion. In other words, Coke isn't just a drink, it's an experience shaped by nostalgia, identity, and branding. Your brain literally changes how something tastes based on what you believe. Now let's talk dominance. Coca-Cola leads the global market by a massive margin, present in over 200 countries and holding roughly 50% of the market. Pepsi trails behind at around 20%. That's not just a gap, it's a statement. Coca-Cola's success isn't just about taste. It's about branding, distribution, and cultural presence. Because in the end, building an empire takes more than just flavor. In the United States, Coca-Cola continues to lead in everyday consumption. Around 60% of consumers report drinking Coke within the past year. compared to 48% for Pepsi. That's a 12-point gap, driven largely by brand loyalty. And Coke's dominance extends beyond cola, with drinks like Sprite also ranking among the most consumed beverages. Pepsi still competes strongly, especially with Mountain Dew, but overall, Coke holds the edge in daily life. So, who really wins the cola wars? Pepsi wins the sip with its bold, sweet, attention-grabbing flavor, but Coca-Cola wins the soul with balance, consistency, and decades of emotional connection. Taste may be personal, but loyalty is powerful. And in the long run, Coca-Cola's identity and global presence give it the ultimate victory. The real question is, what's your choice?